Good morning, or depending when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told, out of Voice of Radio. So today we need to look at all of the lovely secret rares that are coming around in Ruler of the Black Flame, the set which is going to be Obsidian Flames when it gets translated over here. Although do remember that the day after Ruler of the Black Flame comes out in Japan, which I suppose means tomorrow, is when our pre-releases actually start. So technically, yes, Japan does get these cards first, but not for long, ladies and gentlemen. Not for long. But it is now out in Japan, and that means that we can have a look at all of the lovely secret rares, and that makes me very, very, very happy indeed. So we'll start off, as we usually do, with the artwork rares. There are 12, like there usually are, and they start with Gloom. A lot of them were shown off in some way, shape, or form before we actually got to the release of the set, at least the artwork rares. Like, very few of the full arts were, but the artwork rares were. This one wasn't. We didn't see this. A little bit sad, ladies and gentlemen. And, I mean, it's stunning, right? We can all agree that it's absolutely stunning. Lovely artwork. It does seem to be kind of random now as to which of the Pokemon actually get the secret rare in terms of the evolution line. This is lovely. Now, Ninetales is another one that wasn't revealed in advance, and this is another card where the artwork is just absolutely beyond stunning. This is a wonderful, brilliant, awesome, lovely card. It's just stunning artwork, and I know a lot of people are going to be very, very excited about it. Fun little side note, it is actually the same artist who did the special art, alternate art, call it what you will, of the Hisuian Zoroark. So if anybody's thinking that this art looks kind of a little bit familiar, yes it does. It's awesome. Now, the Palafin was shown off in advance. It's very, very cool. It's Palafin. Okay, I don't know if everybody used Palafin on their first run through of the game, but I know I used Palafin on my first run through of the game, and I think everybody else should have as well. Now, we are getting a new Bellabolt. That is one of the other ones that wasn't shown off in advance. Sitting in a cave, using his tummy to light everything around him. Absolutely brilliant. Now, the absolute best one in the set is Cleffa. I stand by this. And yeah, I know it's Haganosuke, and there is no Okacheke, so I'm biased because he's my favourite artist. But look at it, ladies and gentlemen. I need this card in English and Japanese. I love it so much. Larvitar was one that wasn't shown off in advance, and it's just adorable. Just sitting eating a big pile of rocks. And there's something comforting about Larvitar sitting eating a big pile of rocks. Absolutely should be. Now, Houndour was shown off in advance. I love this one. It's just a little pile of dogs. It was my dog's birthday the other day. She's free. She's adorable. Big fan of my dog, as I should be. So seeing a little pile of Houndour makes me happy. Now, Scizor, playability-wise, is my favourite card, not just from the set, but from Scarlet and Violet as a whole so far. The single energy 10 damage plus 50 for each your opponent's Pokemon that has an ability just makes me very, very happy. So having a lovely artwork rare of it is awesome. There is a Varoom here, and I'm going to go slightly out of order. I apologise. But Varoom and Revavroom, I mean, look, we've got matching art done by the same artist. If I didn't show them off together, that just seems like it would be a little bit of a waste. Very dramatic artwork here by Ganjima. Love this one. Think it's brilliant. And there's something quite nice about Varoom just being like, hey, just kind of chilling around, doing a bit of fixing. And then Revavroom just going for it and gunning along in the other artwork. That makes me very happy. The other one where we've got the full evolution line being shown off is the Pidgeot line. So we do have Pidgey, Pidgeotto, and Pidgeot, all of which are drawn by Jerky, and we've got that lovely art going along. Also, shout out to the fact that Pidgey's got the Route 1 sign, Pidgeotto's got the Route 4 sign, and Pidgeot's got the Route 18 sign just shown off quite nicely in there. That is appropriate and makes me happy. I know this art has been divisive. Don't care, I think it's cool. Now, Lechonk comes along and gets an artwork rare as well. Gotta point out, the regular Lechonk is done by Haganosuke, And oh my word, I love the regular Lechonk by Hayaganosuke. Now, in terms of special illustration rares, there are 4 of them. I've already shown you the Pidgeot and the Revavroom. I might as well show you the others. We've got the Charizard. Now, usually speaking, when we get these kind of real headline cards, like this Charizard, I can look at it and go, I'm cool, give it to somebody else. I'm okay. Not this one. The Akira Igawa artwork on this is so gosh darn perfect that no, I don't think we should just let other people pull it. I want to pull this card. Look how beautiful it is. The other one is Ice QEX. And I know a bunch of people aren't going to like this artwork. Now, personally, I've got a real soft spot for Ice Q, one of the best Pokemon in Gen 8, and I also got the exclusive English language reveal of the EX from this set. So sure, there is some bias going on, I admit that. I actually quite like this artwork, and I know not everybody does, that's fine. Do me a favour, right? If you pull this card, hit me up on Twitter @Nawasi, just trade it with me. I'll be absolutely okay with that. English or Japanese, we can work something out. So those are the artwork rare and the special artwork rare Pokemon. What about the full arts? Well, this is nice and simple, because all of the Pokemon get a full art. So we've got full art Glamora here, which I actually really like. It's got the awesome ability whereby your opponent can only have 3 bench Pokemon. I cannot be the only one that thinks that sounds like an awful lot of fun. We've got ourselves a full art Absol coming in here. Absol's alright. I'm not, hugely up on the Absol, I'll be honest with you. It's fine. It'll do. That'll do, pig. All that good stuff. Go Absol. Let's look at the top 3 cards of either your or your opponent's deck and put them back in any way you like, which can actually be really quite fun. And then it does 220 damage if your opponent's got 3 or fewer cards in hand. There is a disruption deck to be made here. We've then got ourselves Revavroom. That's the one that can have 4 tools attached to it. Cool, I suppose. Do remember this is one that's got a special illustration rare, so I'll pop that on the screen. You can see all 3 of them at the same time. And then you've got Pidgeot, and do remember that Pidgeot is the one that's got that ridiculous ability, lets you search for any card in your deck. And I fully understand that not everyone is a huge fan of this card, but weirdly a lot of people are a big fan of this card. It's a little bit strange. All I can tell you is there has got to be some potential here. And of course, as you can see on the screen, Pidgeot did get the special illustration rare as well. Now, in terms of the Terra EXs, we've got ourselves the aforementioned Ice Cube. And of course, it's got the full art and it's got the special illustration rare, which is lovely. We've got ourselves the Tyranitar. Not a particularly great card, I'm afraid, but it looks kind of cool, doesn't it? We've got the Vespiquen. Again, no special illustration rare here. This is the free grass energy, and it does 200 to the active and 30 to each of your opponent's bench Pokemon with any damage on. I do think there is potential here. And then we've got ourselves the Charizard. Now, I've already shown you the special illustration rare, but it's worth noting this has a gold version as well. I do have to point out there are a bunch of people weirdly sharing that because it got a special illustration rare, this Charizard wasn't going to get a full art. That was ridiculous. There was nothing to suggest that that was true. It is getting 4 different versions. We got the regular, the full art, the gold, and the special illustration rare. If you're a Charizard fan, wonderful, wonderful news. Now, in terms of supporter cards, there are 4 supporters, each of which gets a full art, and 2 of which get a special illustration rare. So Geeta comes through with both a full art and a special illustration rare. Lets you search your deck for 2 basic energy, attach them to one of your Pokemon, and then it doesn't end your turn, but you can't attack. Yeah, I love this early game. You can use something else that ends your turn, while also accelerating energy. It's ridiculous. The other one that gets a special illustration rare is Poppy here. Poppy lets you move 2 energy from one of your Pokemon to another, and I absolutely adore here the special illustration rare just chilling on a Copperaja. It makes me very happy. In terms of full arts, Ortega gets a full art only. This is the one whereby you look at your opponent's hand, find any card and pop it on the bottom of their deck, but then they get to draw a card. I don't like letting them draw a card, I'll be honest with you. I don't like it. It makes me sad. Boo! Never mind. And then you got Rhyme that comes through as a full art only, lets you draw 3 cards, and then switch your opponent's active with one of their bench. Obviously, very important to note, they choose the Pokemon that comes active. If you chose the Pokemon to come active, this card would be full-on legit broken, but it would arguably be too good. There's obviously no way that that's the way it would work. Still, we can dream. And then we finish off with the gold cards. Now, I've already told you about Gold Charizard. We also have Gold Basic Fire Energy. This was honestly inevitable. We always get a Gold Energy. It's generally, where possible, linked to the kind of main Pokemon in the set. And I know that Charizard is a type-shifted Terra EX, so it's actually Darkness type. But let's face it, Charizard's a Fire Boy. So having this as a Fire Energy honestly does make a huge amount of sense. I get that. That makes sense to me. And then we get ourselves a Gold Artisan. I love this, ladies and gentlemen. I adore this. Because, of course, I've made absolutely no secret of the fact that I am a fan of Gold Kato Stadiums. Love Gold Kato Stadiums. Firstly, we've got a Gold Kato Stadium. That's wonderful. But secondly, the Gold Kato Stadiums always have one Pokemon just kind of hidden in there, peeking out somewhere. This time around, it's Lechonk. And look, I'm not a huge Lechonk fan, but in this set, we've got ourselves a Hyagon Atsuke Lechonk and a Kato Gold Stadium with Lechonk peeking out. I mean, come on, ladies and gentlemen. For me, personally, this is a great Lechonk set. Right, that's what you need to know, ladies and gentlemen. Those are all the new secret rares, and now it's over to you guys. Tell me which of these you love. Tell me which of these you're excited about. Tell me anything you want to tell me in the comment section. Go nuts! Be nice! And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi. That's where we talk about Pokemon card games, all kinds of fun things. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all kinds of fun things. And of course, get shoutouts on the channel like the lovely Kiradum, who's been a supporter of ours for a while now and is a very lovely person. So shout out to them for the support and the loveliness. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.